What's up, shoe fanatics? Listen, I've seen my analytics. I know I got your attention, at least for right now. So go in the comments right now. After you subscribe and all that good stuff, go in the comments and tell me why. Because I need to know, man. I got to know why we hate Fusion Jordans. Why do we hate Team Jordans? More specifically, I'm talking about the Air Jordan 6 rings in this particular colorway, Black Ice. Let's talk about it. I can smell it. Oh, the original cut. There it absolutely is. I might like it better than the 2020 version. Those ones right. And I had to have it. Alright, so like I said, we're talking about Fusion Jordans. You know what I mean? There's a whole stigma in the community about why we don't buy, why do we hate, why do we shun, like the, no offense to any stepchildren out there, but the redhead stepchild, the black sheep of the Jordan family. Why do we hate Jordan Fusion shoes, right? You would think that Jordan Brand gives us these, this combination of all the best parts of the silhouettes that we love and pay out the yin yang for, and takes it and give us this gumbo of a Team Jordan or a Fusion Jordan, and we just totally dismiss it. We turn our nose up at it and we hate it. So again, like I said in my little intro speech, let me know in the comments your thoughts. Why do we hate Jordan fused shoes? All right, so get right into it. I'm talking about the Air Jordan 6 rings. So I gotta even get my mind out of saying Air Jordan 6. It's the Air Jordan 6 rings, Black Ice colorway. So I'm gonna put this guy up, let you take a look at it real quick. You know what I mean? Spinning around, and we're gonna get into the build of the shoe. All right. So actually, I'm gonna talk about the shoe first, and then I get into what it's comprised of. All right. So the Air Jordan 6 rings, Air Jordan 6 rings. So what Jordan Brand decided to do was take all of the shoes that Michael Jordan won his championships in, which is 7 in total, because around the Jordan 13-14 silhouette, I think he wore both. Was it 11-12? I don't know. Somewhere during the second three-peat, he wore 2 shoes in the same year. And that was 13-14 or 11-12. I can't remember which one. Anyway, the 6 rings, they took, again, the best parts of those shoes that they thought and put them in one shoe, and you have that here. This particular colorway, again, is Black Ice. You see it has an all black upper with black patent leather with this dark tinted translucent sole here. And on the bottom, it does have this design. Now, again, I'm going to give you what the design cues are from. Let's just get into it right now. Actually, before that, as far as the comfortability of the shoe is concerned, it's a rugged shoe. This has got this mesh or nylon upper. Actually, I can't talk about the shoe without talking about what it comes from. So, first and foremost, let's get right into it. Now, excuse me, I don't have all the OG colorways of the original silhouettes. I tried my best, but they're coming. So let's get right into that. Let's start with the Air Jordan 6. Now, in this particular shoe, I am highlighting the Air Jordan 6 Infrared. Now, what the Air Jordan 6 rings borrows from this shoe is, if I'm not mistaken, it does borrow this Porsche heel tab that I've just detailed in all of my other Jordan 6 reviews. It also borrows the lace lock. And what else does it borrow from this one? It escapes me at the moment, but so far, that's what I think it all takes from this one, is the heel tab and the lace lock. And that's from the Air Jordan 6. Then, moving right along, I'm pulling out the Air Jordan 7 Bordeaux. Now, this particular one is funny because the only thing that the Air Jordan 6 rings borrow from the Air Jordan 7 are these holes that are in the upper here. You check that out. I'm going to detail the shoe. You're going to get a good little 360 of the shoe as I talk. It does have those holes from the Air Jordan 7, again, as I mentioned. And that's the only thing that I can see that came from that particular model. So moving right along, we're going to pull up the Air Jordan 8. This particular colorway is a South Beach colorway, which you will see a review on later on the channel. Nothing quite yet. But if you will to look on the tongue, you see it has that furry circular Air Jordan tongue right there on it, that little patch. And as I highlight what's on the Air Jordan 6 rings, it does indeed borrow that patch on the tongue. In this particular colorway, it is all blacked out. What it also borrows is the strap. Now on the Air Jordan 8, that is a cross-designed strap, to provide additional comfort and support. And it is tethered to the strap above, right here, to the upper. Now, what you're going to see on the Air Jordan 6 rings is that there is no cross strap. And so that this is just really a design piece that is there just for aesthetics. It doesn't really provide that much stability. Although the lace does come through one of the holes in the strap, it does not have the same stability properties as the Air Jordan 8. But the strap is present and accounted for on this particular one. So again, the Air Jordan 8 lends its strap as well as this part of the tongue here to the Air Jordan 6 rings. Moving right along. Again, now we skipped the Jordan 9 and the Jordan 10 because obviously MJ never won a championship in those in those shoes. And so we get right to the Air Jordan 11. Now, the Air Jordan 11 is primarily, I believe, the reason why we hate this shoe. Because this shoe exists, it seems like this shoe is the bastardized version of the OG colorway. Now, I do have a Space Jam colorway, and there is a Space Jam colorway of the 6 rings. This is more like a cap and gown, if you were to compare the two, which I don't have. But because the cap and gown Jordan 11 exists, this is looked like as the knockoff. This is looked like as the black sheep of the family. And primarily because the shapes are very similar. I hope this is being captured on camera. But the shapes are very similar between the two. The upper and especially the patent leather on the Jordan 6 rings is designed to match what's on the Jordan 11. Again, that same kind of mesh upper with these, individual straps that are attached to the rope laces are what is present on the 6 rings. And you see that highlighted here. And I think that's the reason why, because these shoes are so loved and so beloved and so sought after, we again, relegated this one to trash can status. I think it's a pretty decent looking shoe. It is definitely cheaper than this one. I think this one came out for $220, and I don't think these retail for any more than $160. Now this shoe, I believe, is about 2 years old, so I can't quite remember what I paid for it. But this was actually one of the genesis of my collection. I didn't know what a Team Jordan was. I didn't have any indication what that, what it meant to have to own a Team Jordan. And I still think it's a cool shoe, man. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? It's a cool shoe. I'm not knocking it. I just want to know from you guys why we hate this shoe. But let's continue on. Get some more of the little cues and tidbits from this guy. Moving right along to the Air Jordan 12. Again, I don't have a OG colorway, but I do have these blue games, aka Game Royal 12s. And now what the 6 rings steals from this particular shoe is on the tongue. It does say 2, 3, I believe. Yes, the number 2 spelled out with the letter 3. And that is indicated and present on the 6 rings in the same exact location. 2, 3. Again, this particular model does have it written in black. This is the black ice version. In addition, the two, I guess these are, lace holes or lace holders right here in the upper. These two, and I think they're made out of plastic here. Those 2 hard pieces. They are indeed, again, present on the Jordan 6 rings. Take a look at that. Now this particular one, there's only one. Is there 2? Yeah, there's only one. And the Jordan 8 lace, the strap takes the place of the second lace holder there. All right, moving right along, we're going to look at the Air Jordan 13. Now, Air Jordan 13 is one of my most favorite models. And on this particular shoe, what it definitely takes is the sole of it. This is the iconic, the classic, the Panther's Paw. This is what makes this shoe really stand out. On the bottom of this is that, Tinker Hatfield, I believe Tinker Hatfield inspired Panther's Paw. And you can see, it does have it looks like the paw of a cat, right? A big cat. So as we will detail again, stolen, ganked, snatched up and hijacked, it is present on the Air Jordan 6 rings. And it does a pretty good job of mimicking it. all the way down to the carbon fiber shanks that are here, and the Panther's eye that's also present on the Air Jordan 13 model. Check that guy out. That's also on the sole here, on the midsole. These little bubbles that does mimic what's on here. And last but certainly not least, we're going to talk about the Air Jordan 14. Again, my apologies, there's no OG colorway. But from what I can tell, the only thing that's taken from the Air Jordan 14 is the Jumpman on the toe cap that you see there. Let me get that thing nice and close there for you. Nice and close there for you. And that is also present here on the patent leather part of the Air Jordan 6 rings. Right. So I think something else too. Maybe the sock liner. Sock liner, I think of the 11. I think the sock liner of the 11 is also in there. And also, truth be told, if there's not Nike Air present on the back of a Jordan 6, then you're gonna have the Jumpman Air, and that's what's present here. So I think the the Jordan 6 does lend the lack of a Nike Air on the back. It lends its substitute, the Jumpman logo, back there on the back. So that is the combination of this shoe, and Jordan Brand does actually pretty decent job of executing whenever they do these hybrid shoes. Take a look at this guy. Like I said, the execution of how they took some of our most favorite parts and put them together on the shoe, I think is done really, really, really well. And just totally disregard how good it's executed. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that a lot of times we tend to substitute things. So we have a tendency to call everything a poor man's. You know what I mean? Sometimes a poor man's this or a poor man's that. And so this is just a poor man's retro. But that could be further from the truth, in my opinion. I think it's a solid shoe. And I think people should give this a chance, especially if you're on a budget, right? Everything's not always about, grails and retros. We should be doing what makes the most sense for our lifestyle. And this is a great lifestyle shoe. I've never played ball in it. I don't know how it feels on the court, but for lifestyle, I think it's definitely passable. It's a phenomenal substitution if you don't have $220 to spend on the Gammas or on the cap and gowns, and the StockX prices on those shoes are out of control now. This is definitely a great substitute, and it should be looked at as anything but that. I don't know why we turn our nose up at this guy. I think it's a great concept. Now, Jordan Brand does have a history, or they have this whole concept of doing this with different models, right? So this is the only shoe that I have that's a hybrid, but my children do have a couple of them. I'll pull some right now. Okay. So firstly, as you know, or if you don't know, toddler shoes are constructed a little bit differently from the grade school and from ultimately the men's or women's size shoes. They take little shortcuts and just do little design changes that make them more adequate for a toddler, shoe. So first and foremost, this does have Velcro on it, but this, I believe, is a Jordan 312. I'm gonna try to get this guy close up in here. So off the bat, I'll try to snatch one out real quick. This is just what's in arm's reach. This Jordan Lava Ice. Right off the bat, you can already tell that the shape of the 312 is what's mimicking a Jordan 1. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure it should be self-explanatory, the 312 is a combination of the Jordan 3, the Jordan 1, and the Jordan 2. Smart people, you got it. Look at you. All right, so here's a 312. Now again, the shape is of a Jordan 1. It also contains the swoosh right there in the same location as the swoosh on the Jordan 1. The tongue tag is at Nike check, where we do have a Nike Air. Again, those are some of the design cues that are just a little bit different to save space for the smaller toddler feet. Now the strap, I'm not quite sure where the strap comes from, but it is present. Now, I actually don't know where the 2 comes in at, but if you look very carefully, you will see that there is elephant print, as well as a heel tab that comes, and that's the sole as well, I believe the sole. does come from a Jordan 3. I will pull out a Jordan 3 right now. Again, this is the Jordan 3 red cement. As you can see, there is elephant print present and accounted for on the Jordan 3, as well as the heel tab. Again, this does have a Nike Air heel tab, but typically it would have a Jumpman on the back of it, just like this. I don't know if you can see, but just like the what is those? Animal Instincts. It's just like the Animal Instincts. There's the Jumpman on there. There's a Jumpman here. Again, I haven't seen this shoe in a full-grown size person. You know, because of the very nature of this video, you know, I tend to look past it. But this is a great shoe for a toddler, and it's probably even a great shoe for grade school and, you know, kid sizes. And there's no reason why it shouldn't be a pretty good shoe for an adult. There's the sole again. Again, this was the Jordan 312. All right. Where's this from? Where's that guy from? Maybe is that from the 2? That might be from the Jordan 2. I don't know. But that's the Jordan 312. Up next is the Jordan Spizike, right? Now, I didn't get the research on what the Spizikes are derived from. I do know primarily that it's got the shape of the Jordan 5 on it. You can take a look at that. You can see this is a Jordan 5 shape, right? You can also tell evidenced by the netting on the side of it. I don't feel like grabbing Jordan 5 because they're way up there, but there's the netting of the Jordan 5. Okay, now if you look here, nice little touch. Again, taller shoes do different things. There's the 2-hole window that is present on Jordan 6, as well as a simulated tongue cowl here where the laces go through on Jordan 6. If you look on the side, the wings that they call them, these are the wings that are present on the Jordan 4. I'll go ahead and pull the breads out. Jordan 4 does in fact have these wings that when the lace is loose, these wings will, you know, fly away from the base of the shoe. Now these wings on the Spizikes are stitched through, but they are present and accounted for. And last but not least, I think the heel, excuse me, the bottom of this may be from a 4. Let's check it out. I don't know. I think this is from a 4. Someone in the comments let me know. Let me know if these are from a 4 or not. Now, this is, again, the Spizikes. And what's cool about this is that on the back heel tab, there is Spike Lee's logo for his production company, 40 Acres and a Mule. I think it's pretty cool. Now, again, Spike Lee was around during a marketing campaign for Jordan 4, the 3 4s, maybe the 5s, can't be sure. But this is the Spizikes is named after, you know, Spike Lee and his marketing campaign for Jordan brand way early in the 90s, late 80s. And so that's what this is a combination of. So to me, I think if I had to recap, it's a combination of possibly the 3, 4, 5, and Jordan 6. And that is the Jordan Spizike, all right? Now there's a Spizike that's pretty cool, man. I think it's, I try to post a couple of Spizike pictures as I'm talking here, just so you can get an idea. You know, what's really dope about these fusion shoes are the colorways, right? Because we are pretty much locked into only loving, you know, like this is the holy grail of Jordan 11s, right? This is it. And then it's your Win Like 96, it's your Win Like 82, Cool Grays, Space Jams, so on and so forth. But then there's some really wild colorways that come out with those shoes. And there's some great, like there's a DMP colored, I think Spizike, or a DMP colored, oh, the one I don't have is a Dub Zero. The Dub Zeros, I think, is a combination of 1 through 33 or something. It takes elements from all 33, and I think 34 is out now, but all 33 shoes and puts them together. Maybe 1 through 20, something crazy. It takes everything from those and puts them together. And the Dub Zero, 20, 1 through 20. Hey, it takes elements from 1 through 20, puts them in a shoe, and I think it's a dope shoe, man. But again, I cannot stress enough, colorways are super fire on a lot of these. Now, some go way left, They end up looking like, you know, bargain basement trash shoes. But some colorways are really dope. It's a shame that we don't give those more attention. But, you know, again, let me know in the comments. Tell me your thoughts. Do you own a pair of hybrid Jordans? Would you? Or would you own a pair of hybrid Jordans if the community wasn't so anti-hybrid Jordan? You know what I mean? Are we letting the community punk us into not purchasing the shoes? And they want to tell us that the Space Jams are, or it's Space Jam or nothing. You know what I mean? It's capping out on nothing. Is that what the community's doing to us? We gotta start rising up. Let's fight back. All right. So this has been my little mini review discussion. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The Air Jordan 6 rings in the black ice colorway. Again, let me know your thoughts. Look at them on feet. You know, see how they look on. You know, just see how they look, man. You know what I mean? I'm running out of words because I just want you. I don't know how to articulate why we don't like these shoes. I will say, now I always tell you, if you're still here, it's been a long video. If you're still here, go check out Nightwing at Wear Testers. Again, I don't care about sending traffic someplace where it's well deserved. Nightwing at Wear Testers. That guy is like the Encyclopedia Britannica of team and hybrid Jordans. That guy knows his stuff, man. And, you know, I think he's done a couple reviews on a lot of these hybrids and the Dub Zeros and all types of stuff. So, you know, I'll link his stuff down below. That's Nightwing at Wear Testers, a phenomenal, massive channel. And he's one of the only ones, because, you know, a lot of the big shoe tubers, you're not going to get this kind of review. I'm telling you now, you're not going to get this because they don't want to talk about them. It doesn't drive traffic. People don't care about it, but I care. I care because I care about you. All right. So check this guy out, man. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Here's my spiel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, JShoeFanatic, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Hope you guys staying safe. And I'm out of here. Peace out.